Project management. Project management is very important area in these days, and this is very important from history, today and future, right? Anytime this is very important area, and this is very important subject, and many students are now involved in with studying project management in some professional courses, professional education institutions, as well as in universities. They are trying to learn project management, right? To be project manager. This project management is common for everything. As an example thing, project management is common for software industry, hardware industry, network industry, infrastructure, construction. Many projects are there. Highway construction. Then this subject is very important, and all are trying to learn these subjects. Sometimes not to be project managers, but they need this knowledge. This is not isolate. Project management is not isolate subject. This is always connect with some other fields. As an example, we can say information technology is same. That is connected with another field, maybe marketing, maybe manufacturing. Then only we can get the maximum benefit of this kind of studies, this kind of subjects. Now project management also same, right? This particular lesson, this particular course, we are trying to study some required knowledges of project management and get advanced knowledge about Microsoft project, how to manage project use in Microsoft project, how we can apply those theories practically in Microsoft project. That is the course, project management. First, we'll try to understand what is the project. A project normally we can identify as a sequence of tasks. These tasks we have to complete. This is specific process. A project is defined as sequence of tasks that must be completed to attain certain outcome. All these tasks to be completed to attain certain outcome. As an example, construction of a building, the landscaping, that is one task that is to be completed, and preparation of foundation, yes, and construction, walls and slabs, after that plumbing, wiring, these everything to be completed to get the final outcome. Final outcome is the building, completed building, right? Then those are the project. That process is the project. The term project refers to any temporary endeavor with a definite beginning and definite end. Project is temporary. There's a finite end and finite beginning. We can identify the beginning and end of a project. We are starting this particular day. We are starting with this particular day. We are starting this particular day with this task and ending with another task. Project management, right? And depending on its complexity, it can be managed by a single person or many. For projects, there are many people get involved with projects. Many people get involved in projects, right? For highway projects, construction of highway, irrigation project, right? Then bridge construction of a huge bridge. Then not only one person going to manage, there are number of project managers to manage it. This number of managers, that is depend on the size of the project, the complexity or simplicity of the project. Then we can say how many people to be involved to manage the project. Then projects are varying from simple to complex, right? Construction of a small hut or huge project like the Opera House, Sydney. Those are simple and complex projects. Projects can be ranged from simple to complex and can be managed by one person or 100. Projects are often described and delegated by a manager, project manager or executive. There's a particular reporting hierarchy in a project. Right. As an example, developing a new product or service. A company is trying to develop a new product. As an example, think Toyota is going to introduce new car model. Right? They are going to introduce electrical car. That is a project. Right? Or maybe BMW is going to introduce driverless car. Those are projects. And real world example, Volvo and Uber, they have invested for joint business, joint venture for research on driverless car. Right? Auto driven car. No drivers, car is driving. That is a project. That is a project. That is research and development project. Right? That is one example. Constructing a building or facility or renovating office. These are projects. Renovation in office, what we have to do? Are we going to find another place until we finish the renovations in the area? Then how we are going to, which one we are going, how we are starting, what is the starting task, ending task? Yes. Designing a new transportation vehicle, as I told, and acquiring a new modified data system, new software system going to implement, and implementing a new business process, going to change the business process, and we are trying to apply that. As an example, think the company is trying to adapt with IFRS. IFRS means International Financial Reporting Standard. That is project, right? Those are examples for projects, right? When I am talking about project, what is project, right? I told that project is temporary. Once we achieve the objective, once we gain the objective, once we gain the result, we don't want this project after that. Once we finish the construction of Opera House, what is the importance of project? That is finished. That is temporary. Once we achieve that, we are not going to do that. Once we already implemented the software system, then we don't want developers and all what we use for that particular project. That is temporary. Project is temporary effort, right? That's why there's a finite start and finite end. After that, no project, right? Characteristic mean that every project has a finite start and finite end. The start is the time when the project initiated and the concept is developed. The end is the reached when all objectives of the project have been met or unmet. Sometimes we have met outcomes, expected outcome we can achieve, or sometimes project is ending without any result, right? Without any result, right? Then maybe there's a finite start and finite end. And deliverables of a project, unique deliverables are there. Unique deliverables. Any project aims to produce some deliverables. Development of new product is the deliverable is a new product, new vehicle, the electrical vehicle, right? Or the training. End of the project, we are expecting a trained employees. That may be a training, that may be a document, right? Then that is unique deliverable. Any project aims to produce some deliverables which can be product, service, or some another result. Deliverable should address to problem or need analyzed before project start. Before we start the project, we should have understanding about the deliverable. That is important. And the boundary, project has a boundary. Project, we have to initiate the boundary of the project. This is the limit of project. Out of this circle, out of this boundary, we are not doing anything. Those are not in the subject of the project, out of the boundary. We have to identify the project scope, the boundary. A project operates within a certain constraints. We should have understand. What is the constraints? Of time, money, quality, or functionality. Right? Then we have to identify that circle, that limit. That is another characteristic of a project. Right. In addition to this, when we are learning project management in deep, we are going to learn in deep. Project management has some terminologies. We have some terminologies, right? We have some terminologies to learn. Project plan is one terminology. A project plan, that is a formal document we are preparing prior to start the project. That includes what is the cost incurred and what is the time period we are going to spend, right? Guidance about the project team, many information included, and starting date and starting time, many included in this project plan. Project plan is another. Project manager. Project manager is the person who is going to manage the project. Project manager is the person who is going to manage the project. That is project manager. He is the head. He has all responsibilities and powers of the project. He is the one appointing other people, other project stakeholders to be appointed by the project manager. Project manager, right? He is the key person. And stakeholders. We have to discuss about the stakeholders and stakeholder analysis in future. Project has project stakeholders. Project stakeholder means any individual that has direct interest about the project. That interest may be direct or indirect, maybe internal or external stakeholders. As an example, company, inside the company, staff is internal stakeholders, right? Our procedures are internal. Then who are interested, right? Our company is going to introduce a new product. Now our staff is interested with that. They have some responsibilities with that. Then they are stakeholders. They are internal stakeholders. External stakeholders mean who are interested with this project. They are not internal. They are out of the organization. They are interested in some, in different reasons. They are interested with some those projects. Then they are external stakeholders. Government is external stakeholder. Our suppliers are external. Right? Then external stakeholders are there. Then internal and external stakeholders. Then we will discuss about more stakeholders in future. These are stakeholders. Project manager, project beneficiary. Project manager is who is the one controlling the project. Beneficiary who is getting the benefit. As an example, if you are going to construct a project, this is a highway project, who is getting the benefit of the project? General public, they are beneficiaries. And project members who is involved in the project. And project office is the place we are handling the project. And resource managers, company owners, sponsors, they are stakeholders. Stakeholders mean again who have direct or indirect interest about the project. Another is collaboration. This terminology, something called collaboration. Collaboration. What is collaboration? The process of activity involved in each team members in the project activity is called collaboration. Many people get involved in this. Project has collaborations. my project milestones are required for others, right? If I am the one responsible for construction of the foundation, right? Or as an example, think I am the one responsible for construction of walls of the building, then that is very important for some other parties. As an example, who is doing electrical wiring, plumbing, they are dependent on that. Then collaboration is very important, right? That is, collaboration is another term. Agile project management, not only project management, Agile is very famous method. A project management is an interactive and incremental approach to delivering projects. The approach focuses on break down the project in small pieces, right? Small pieces, small cycles, and doing these cycles step by step. That is Agile project management. Responsibility divided to small pieces. Then allocate in different people, allocate in different officials, and allocate responsibilities. That is Agile management. Agile project management. Waterfall method. This is normally project. We are using this waterfall method, especially in software project. If the project is happening one after one, that is waterfall. There's a systematic. There is a flow. That is waterfall, right? One step, the first step, second step, third step, like that. That is waterfall method. Systematically we can identify. This is very common for software development projects. Budget, very important thing in the project. Budget. Project is the formally approved document featuring the comprehensive list of financial resources, including project expenses required to complete project. What are the expenses? What are the resources we require? How much we have to spend for those? That is project budget, right? The financial value of that is presenting in the project budget. And the timeline, outline of the project, each and every task, these things are happening, right? The project timeline outlines the project events in order of their occurrence. When this is happening, construction of foundation when happens, walls when happens, plumbing, what is the starting date, this is the timeline, right? Timeline. It captures exactly what need to be done over the course of the project life cycle and how it can be done. Step by step. We have to give timelines. We are doing this in order to achieve the final objective. Dependencies. Project dependencies. Tasks are depend on one to another. One task can depend on another. As an example, without construction of the foundation, can't start making the wall of the building. Without wall, we can't start wiring, plumbing. No, we can't. Without construction of the wall, we can't make the roof, right? Those are dependent. Those dependencies we can identify start to start. We can't start one project, one task until start another task. That is start to start. Right? With the starting of one task, we can start another. Finish to start. We have to finish one task to start another. We have to finish the construction of foundation to start the wall. Without, we can't. We have to finish the construction of wall to construct the slab or roof. Right? That is finish to start. Start to finish. We have to start one project, one to finish the previous one. Without starting the next, we can't finish that. We can't finish. Finish to finish. We can't finish until other is finished. As an example thing, we can't finish we can't finish the painting until all tasks completed. As an example, wiring, until wiring completed, we can't finish the painting of walls, right? And that is one example, right? Finish to finish. Then mainly 4 types of dependencies we identified. What are those? Start to start dependency, finish to start dependency, is start to finish dependency, and finish to finish dependency. Those are the dependencies in project management, right? Another terminology is work in progress, WIP. What is WIP? Work in progress. Work in progress. Some are doing, some are building, some are making. Halfway, after that we are starting another. That is the halfway prepared something, the product we are using to another production. That is the halfway thing. That is the semi-finished thing is WIP. WIP, work in process or work in progress. As an example thing, when we are making a tire, raw rubber and some other chemicals compounding together and making a product, right? A compound. This compounded product, this is the semi-finished product. This is semi-finished good. That is work in progress. This work in progress product we are using to manufacture in the tire, right? And when we are making a cake, all ingredients put together and preparing that, and that particular thing is input to bake the cake. Bottleneck. What is a bottleneck? If you are turning the bottle upside down, suddenly quickly those water that not poured out. You know why? Because of the bottleneck. That means in one side there is a pressure, another side less capable to absorb the pressure. Then bottleneck. That is bottleneck, right? Bottleneck. In the project also we can identify bottlenecks, right? This task is finished, other task that is the capability is very low, then that is affect to the entire project, right? We need smooth flow in the project, smooth flow of the project in order to achieve the target on time. On time target achieving the bottleneck to be, we are not expecting bottlenecks in the project process. Kickoff meeting, right? This is kickoff meeting is generally the first meeting that occurs between the project team and their client. Client and project team, they meet together. This is the first meeting, that is the kickoff meeting. This meeting usually occurs after the basic project details. Now we have shared all project details. Now we are going to initiate. In that stage, we can expect the project meeting. We can conduct the kickoff meeting. If not so, we can't. Right? Usually occurs after the basic project details have been finalized. That is finalized. But the main project work has not been started yet. Initial steps we have done, but the final project, main project tasks we are not performed. Then that is the very suitable and very most convenient time to conduct a kickoff meeting. And the resource allocation. Resource to be allocated to perform tasks. Right? Resource to be allocated, inputs to be allocated, materials to be allocated, right? Machineries to be allocated, computers to be provided. Right? That is resource allocation. This is another terminology. Resource allocation involves the scheduling and assigning resources for project in most efficient way possible. Most efficiently we have to allocate to minimize the cost improve the efficiency. We have to do that. Efficiency, effectiveness, productivity, everything we have to consider in project management. And the risk mitigation. Project is running on a risk. There is a risk in a project. Then we have to mitigate the risk. That means we should be able to absorb the risk of the project. How we can minimize this project risks, right? Risk mean the possibility to stop the project without achieving targets. We have to identify all possible risks. Then only we can successfully mitigate the risk mitigation. And the risk owner, the person who is responsible for this particular risk, once it occurs, who is responsible? He is the risk owner. As an example, just think about a data corruption. Yes, the system administrator or database administrator is the risk owner. He is responsible for this. Risk owner. Quality assurance and quality control. Quality assurance means before starting this project, we are recommending these things to be done for this particular quality. That is quality assurance. That is happening prior to start the project. Quality assurance. Quality control is that is happening in between. We are implementing some controls to achieve the exact target. Quality control. Right? As an example, conducting review meeting, that is quality control. That is very helpful for quality control. Why? Then we can get some feedbacks. Quality assurance is this happened, these particular ways, then this quality is assured. That is happening prior to the production or prior to start the project. Quality control is happening in between the project. We need that control. Right. This is regarding project. We know what is project. What are the characteristics of project? What kind of what are the terminologies related with this particular project management area? Those we discussed, right? Those we discussed, right? We'll move to the next lesson. This is the first part. First lecture is over.